Hi everybody, it's Nina, Beachfront Bargains. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am an online reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. So today's video is going to be another weekly what sold video. This is going to be for the final week in January and the beginning of February. So January 28th through February 3rd. So as always, I will start with eBay. Overall, this is a pretty good sales week for me. The beginning of February was a little rough sales-wise, but the end of January was really good, so that made up for it. So we'll go ahead and start with eBay. So the first thing on eBay was a pair of Ann Taylor Loft pants. These were jeans, and they were petite size, and they were like a dark wash. And these were new at tag, and they sold for $35. So again, screaming till I'm blue in the face, but Loft does sell, especially if you can get it new with tag in the newer styles. Especially, I mean, these were $35, so I am mad at that. So next is a bodysuit. Something else I've noticed recently is that a lot of summer stuff or warmer stuff is really starting to pick up. Like I'm selling so many shorts right now. Like I've sold 3 or 4 pairs of shorts today. So list your summer stuff, your shorts, like spring break is coming. Just list that stuff because people are really looking for it because it's not necessarily out in retail stores yet, so they're looking online. Like example, this is a Zara bodysuit. It's like a striped yellow tank top. Like I said, I mean, this is a bodysuit that was a tank top. So again, that's more of a summer item. That sold for $23. Another brand I like to sell is Zara. Especially if it's newer and it's stylish, like it doesn't sell. You're not going to, I mean, you might if it's rare or sells Zara for $50, but I'm not mad at $23 when you're paying for store prices for things. So I was happy with that one. Next is a pair of Betsy Johnson performance leggings. And these were like workout leggings, but the bottom had ruffles on them. So they were pretty unique. I mean, very Betsy Johnson-ish. All of her stuff's kind of eclectic, I would say, and they sold for $25. Okay, next is a Rag and Bone, just like a t-shirt really, but it's like a floral print. It was really pretty floral print, and it had like Rag and Bone written like in a couple places on the shirt, really small, but it sold for $30. Again, that's a full price sale. I get so many full price sales on eBay, and I get like none of those on Poshmark. So one of the reasons eBay is just dear in my heart. Next is another pair of, drum roll, Gymshark leggings. These were just the flex leggings again. They were black and charcoal. Something I've noticed about Gymshark is that the black leggings, like the plain black ones, don't do as well most of the time as like the more bright ones or unique pattern ones. So not that I won't pick them up. I'll still pick them up. I mean, they sold for $30. I'm fine with it. But I had like a bunch of leggings like this, but they were like bright peach and they sold for like $50, $55. So sometimes the brighter the color, the better. But these sold for $30, and I've sold a couple of these for $35. Okay, next is an Everlane women's, just like a V-neck t-shirt, cotton, and this sold for $35. Again, this is another full price sale. I've also been running, I think all year, I've been running a 20% off sale on my eBay store, which has helped a lot. So I just price everything 20% up and then have a 25% or 20% off sale. So buyers just like that stuff, you know, it looks like it's 20% off. And they're good deals. Everything's priced right, but they also see that 25% or that 20% off, which is a great incentive to buy at full price because it's already 20% off. I still get some offers, but I get a lot of full price sales, which I can get down with. Okay, next is a pink Victoria's Secret tank top. And this was a Los Angeles Angels tank top with like sequins and stuff on it. Just a really very sequency top, and this sold for $17. I pick up pink Victoria's Secret, and I pick up like, you know, baseball or football teams sometimes, but you have to wait a little while for those to sell sometimes, and they don't sell for a lot. But if you can get it for cheap, someone will buy it. The buyer will come along eventually. Okay, and then last for eBay is a Talbot Sweater. Just like a long sleeve knitted blue sweater. It's pretty plain, but it's another brand that I will pick up if I can get it like for $1 or something. I won't pay up for it obviously, but this sold for $20, so paying $1 and selling for $20, that works for me. But this is just kind of a plain sweater. And that is it for eBay. And then going on to Poshmark. So I think my sales were pretty even this time, where it was like half and half on eBay and Poshmark, or sometimes I sell a lot more in Poshmark usually. But the first thing I sold was a Topshop Sweater, another brand that I see a lot of people say they don't pick up, but I love selling Topshop. Like, it sells very well. Personally, I like wearing Topshop, so maybe that's why I'm kind of biased to it, but it sells for a good price. Like, this sold for $30. It was like a thick, warm, heavy sweater, probably retailed for a decent amount. And it was like a color block, neon yellow and black sweater. This had a decent amount of, no, I had 11 likes on it, but it had some offers, but I waited for a decent offer, and this was an offer of 30, so I took that. Next, here we go with transparency again. It's a pair of J. Jill jeans, boyfriend jeans, and they sold for $6. So this is something that I had marked down in my closet. You'll see from the photo, this is before my husband took over the photography part of the business. It just looks like dirty. Like, I didn't clean the camera. So I didn't bother, re-photographing these. I just like got my money back and moved on. They sold for $8, not $6. Big difference. J. Jill is a decent brand. I think it used to sell a lot better than it does now. I'll still pick it up for jeans if they're in newer condition, but the ones I usually find are kind of worn, so I won't pick them up. But I think it's a good brand if you can find like career type clothes that are newer styles. But I'm picky on what I pick up for J. Jill. I think it's not, the resale value isn't what it used to be. Okay, next is a J. Crew swimsuit, just like a one piece, and this is like green and white striped. It's a really cute one piece with like a X back to it. This sold for $18, and this was new with tag. Okay, next is I almost kept this one for myself. This is from liquidation.com. It's this really pretty, like a lace cross front top with spaghetti straps, and the brand is Wave. I think that's how you say it, and it's just a brand that's sold at Nordstrom. I hope someone got this for Valentine's Day because it's like a really pretty red color. This sold for $18. Okay, next is another J. Crew swimsuit. Like I said, people are looking for swimwear and warmer weather clothes now. Even though it's still freezing in most of the country, people are looking for that stuff. So this is again a J. Crew swimsuit, sold for $20. This was like, I don't know how you describe this pattern, but it's like a pink and green print to it, and just a one piece again with an X back. Oh wait, next is a blouse. This was like a red cheetah print. And the brand is INC, which is International Concepts. So I don't think I hear a lot of people talk about this brand, but I don't mind picking it up. Again, it's kind of like one of those brands I'll pick up for $1, like Talbot's or something. It does sell. People look for this. I usually don't have a difficult time selling it. It's like a lot of career type clothing. So it's career type clothing that's not super expensive. So I think there's a lot of people looking for it. Then I'll pick it up for cheap. This item actually had a case open against it because it had a hole in it that I missed. So I apologize to the buyer, and it's back at my house now. It's going to get donated because it has a hole in it, which is okay. Mistakes happen. I missed it. My husband missed it. We missed it when we were shipping. So it happens, but that's okay. For $18, I'll take the loss. I paid maybe $1 or $2 for it. Okay, next here's another interesting brand. This is just a Brandy Melville sweater dress. It sold for $5. I probably could have gotten more for this if I just relisted it, but it was just a black plain short sleeve sweater dress. Brandy Melville is, I don't know how I feel about Brandy Melville. I like wearing it. I have some of her clothes, but some of it sells really, really well. Like, I listed this like crop top the other day, and it sold in like 2 days. But some of it, like this, plain black sweater dress, just sits and sits and sits. So I think with Brandy Melville, just be picky and look for more eccentric, more stylish, more unique items, and make sure they're newer, and also make sure they're in good quality. Because I don't think Brandy Melville is always the highest quality stuff. So just make sure it's not heavily worn. It does well if it's new with tag, though, I will say. But this sold for $5. I was just trying to get rid of it. Okay. Next is this Free People tank top. This was really pretty. I wanted to keep it, but I didn't. Just like this white V tank top with floral print on it. And this was, I think it was new with tag, and it sold for $28. I think it had it listed at $35 and I got an offer for $28, which was great. When someone tells me that Free People doesn't sell, I'm just like absolutely mind blown. I think it sells so, it's my favorite brand, hands down. If I could only sell one brand, it would be Free People every day, all day. Especially if it's new with tag or if it's a newer style. It just sells so well. So when you're looking for Free People, just look at the style and go off of that. Like, don't pick up every single Free People thing you see necessarily, but check comps. Like, I have Free People stuff that sells for, $50, no problem. So I don't understand when people say that Free People doesn't sell for them. I think you just need to make sure you're picking up newer Free People items. My Free People stuff flies out of my closet. Okay, next is a sweater. Again, it's funny because I'm selling swimsuits and sweaters and shorts, and they're just all over the place. This was a sweater by Ruby Moon, and it's like a crochet knit long sleeve sweater. Sold for $22. This was just like a really pretty knit sweater, so I knew this would sell pretty quickly. I think I had it listed for $30 and I got an offer for $22, so that was fine. Okay, next is an Under Armour like zip up or quarter zip, and this was actually youth boys, so that's a little unique. I don't discriminate on like also men's, boys, girls, toddlers, kids, babies, women's, anything. I'll sell anything. My closet does not have any kind of brand to it. Anything that sells, I'll sell it. So this is an example of that. This actually had a lot of attention on it, I believe. I think I relisted it, but I had a lot of likes, and then I got 8 likes again. But it sold for $20. I had it listed for $25, so again, good with me. Okay, next is another brand that I don't know why I get so feisty about this brand, but because I hear people talking about how Coach doesn't sell. This is a pair of Coach loafers. These are like a cream color loafer. These were brand new without the box. They sold for $45. So someone tells you Coach doesn't sell, it does. These sold for $45. I was very happy with that. I had these listed for a while and got a couple of lowball offers. I will say with Coach, for some reason I get a lot of lowball offers on Coach, but I'm just like, no, I know the worth of these items. I'm not going to sell it. Like, I got offered for like 25. I'm not selling, brand new Coach loafers for $25. So those sold for $45. Next, another swimsuit, another Crew swimsuit. This is just like a plainer, like orangish red color with like a really open back. It's just a one piece again. And this sold for $18. Okay, next is a pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans. These were new with tag. These were actually a Ross find. Sometimes I find this brand at Ross and I will pick it up. These were size 12 petite. There was like a straight Maryland jean, stretch, like a darker wash. So again, another brand that I think is great to pick up, especially if it's in new condition. One thing I would watch out for with Not Your Daughter's jeans is because they have the stretch. It's like that, I don't know how to describe it, but you'll see it in like jeggings and like really stretchy leggings. Like the fabric is like bunched up together in the areas where it should stretch. So like in the thighs or like in the butt, you'll see it's just kind of like stretched out. So with any kind of stretchy jeans, especially Not Your Daughter's jeans, make sure to check that. Topshop jeans also like the really stretchy ones. I know because I have some of them. I would check for that as well. That's something that you not necessarily always pick up in the thrift store, but Not Your Daughter's jeans are notorious for that. Okay. Next is a pair of Nike men's shorts. These were actually in my thrift store haul from when I went thrifting on my birthday. They're just like Nike's plain men's running shorts in black, and they sold for $20. These literally sold in 3 minutes. I was just mind boggled. I was talking to my friend about how like Nike doesn't sell as well for me as it used to, and she's the one that cross posts for me on Poshmark, and she listed those, and I was like, I texted her like, these sold in 3 minutes. I take it back. Nike still sells for me just as well as it used to. Again, not a huge, $50 sale or anything, but I'll take $20 when I'm paying thrift store prices in 3 minutes. That's more than enough for me. Okay, and that is actually it for the final week in January, and now we're into February. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Thank you guys.